Nirvana, everybody. So here to run us through some history of Kurt Cobain, everybody. Please welcome to the stage, Jake Donaldson.
Alright, let's make suicide fun. Oh shit! I don't know what happened. It just fell. I was just gonna spin it for the effect, so I had an epileptic seizure. So, Jesus Christ! What a piece of shit! You run again. I'm totally joking, dude. I'm fucking this shit up. Alright, Jesus. If I win any money tonight, I'll donate it back to the set. Okay, hey, so there's only usually two ways people react to celebrity deaths. One, no real surprise. And then there's surprise! like that's it. There's like not a lot of in between. You know, when Jimmy Stewart died in the 90s of old age, no surprise, right? Like a lot of people thought he was already dead before he died. And in fact, I think he knew that because he was really kicking up his heels at the end. He's like, no, hey, I'm still alive. See, I'm not dead. And then he died. And then you got John Candy. When John Candy died, do you remember that? Yeah, Uncle Buck died of a heart attack in the 90s. Surprise! I got her again. We were glad. This is like the wet zone at like at SeaWorld. Oh shit! We did not see that one coming, did we? Fuck. Although, looking back, his last name was Candy, and he was really obese. We had all the clues. When Kurt Cobain died, it was both. It was both. Rock star, dead. No surprise. I mean, shocking, yes, like in an Amy Winehouse, Matthew Perry sort of way, but not a surprise. But when they said suicide by shotgun, surprise! It's 3, so if you're keeping track, I'm sorry. You look like you're young enough to take it. I'm not doing it on you, sir. I'll let you know when it's coming. I'll telegraph it. Okay. Yeah, it was fucked up. And people were like, why now? Why? He had so much more to complain about. MTV's Kurt Loder told us he committed suicide. So we believed it was suicide. We also believed in Y2K. We didn't have a good track record at the time. We had an especially bad track record at solving murders related. Oh shit! No, I'm jumping around like all over the place. Yeah, so we didn't have a good track record at the time, but it was the shotgun thing. It was the shotgun thing that didn't fit, right? Like that's like today, like if today Kim Jong-un committed suicide by guillotine. Like we'd have questions. That's like what we call now, right? It's like nowadays we call that a Jeffrey Epstein. Like we're like, we know what you're selling, but we're keeping our money in the pocket because we're not buying. It was just like, yeah, that was too much. That tipped the scale. Him saying it was suicide, especially by shotgun. And then that's why I think he was murdered. And this is true. Now I'm not trying to like do it for a bit. I legitimately 100% believe that he was murdered. And if you think we got all the murders right in the 90s, just look at OJ. We didn't have a good track record at the time. We did especially bad with solving murders related to musical performers. Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G. Basically, if it was in the 90s and you're like, I'm thinking about getting into murder. It's like your best bet, start with musicians. Get your feet wet, then go try and kill your neighbor. So, it's the thing, it was the timeline of the events. There was a lot of stuff that just didn't add up. Like, first of all, they found enough heroin in Kurt's body to kill 10 elephants. Google that. That's the same amount of heroin it would take to destroy 3 Aussie elephants. And we're supposed to believe that after he killed himself doing that, because he's dead, after he did that, we're supposed to believe that he shot himself. If TV's taught me nothing, it's that after you take heroin, you immediately pass out. Next to Jesse, Walter White lays you on your back, and you choke on your vomit. Just saying, that's what my understanding of how that works. And they're saying, like, you know, after that, he was supposed to have killed himself a second time. Like, he's supposed to, like, do that and then have the ability to do that. But here's the thing. In between his first death and his second death, all of his gear was put away. The needle, the spoon, the lighter. We did not associate grunge with cleanliness. I mean, it could have been a neat freak. He could have been like, you know, I'm supposed to be dead. And I'm late for shooting myself, but let me just tidy up a bit first. So, yeah. So then, that's the big question then is, so who killed Kurt Cobain? I believe Courtney Love. You guys remember Courtney Love, right?
Yeah.
From the 90s? And nothing else? So I think she killed Kurt because after Kurt told her that he's going to divorce her, 4 weeks later, he was dead. That speed's usually reserved for people planning to testify in a mob trial. Like, that's fast, right? And I don't think she actually pulled the trigger, no pun intended. I think she just orchestrated it. Example, the shotgun that Kurt used, he didn't buy that. That was bought by a guy named Dylan Carlson. And I think Courtney was behind that. I think she said, hey, Dylan, you know what a great gift for a heroin addict is? Shotgun. I'd have believed it because I buy all of my gifts for friends based on their addiction. Handguns for heroin, grenades for gamblers, piñatas for porn. Those guys like to beat stuff until something comes out. Keep laughing, I gotta scroll. And they found Kurt with his hand on the left hand, that's important, on the barrel of the shotgun, which means he would have pulled the trigger with his right. Except Kurt was left-handed. I know what you're thinking. He was found on a Wednesday, and that's opposite day. He could have gone, it's never too late to learn. I'm surprised you're just now realizing this is a dark side. He's like, that's too far. The other thing about it, we're getting towards the end here. The other thing about it is that the position that they found the shotgun meant that the shell casing should have ejected to Kurt's right. The shell casing was found to his left. It's possible that Kurt got up, faced himself. I've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is plausible. Back to the Future will back it up. If there's one thing the 90s movies were known for, it's accurate science. So I hate to end it on a serious note, but I have to because this is like for real, right? This is the theory. So when the detective, the lead detective, came to the crime scene, he picked up the barrel and he inhaled. And he said, "That smells like Teen Spirit." Thank you guys. I appreciate it.